Activist Helen Villalonga begged for compassion.
¿Qué le hicimos, Donald Trump?
What did we do to you, Donald Trump, to deserve this? Many of my people believed in you.
I'm worried because of the situation that me, my dad, and my mom have where we don't have papers yet.
Javier, did you support Donald Trump?
Sí, yo hubiese tenido ciudadanía.
If I was a U.S. citizen, I would have voted for Donald Trump.
I didn't think they was going to go after Cubans. We are not the bad people. I vote Trump because he wants to help the people, but this is not right.
Cue the music. Yeah. Vote for Trump. Keep it great. Vote for Trump. I will vote. I will vote to be deported. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote to be deported. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote to be deported. This is wild. This is insane. I just want to know, why did that Cuban man think he wasn't part of immigrants when he said mass deportation of immigrants? Why did Cuba think they were exempt? Cubans think they were exempt. That is crazy to me. I've seen several videos of Cubans coming out here saying that that the deportations weren't for them. Y'all, this stuff is crazy. But, well, ain't nothing we could do about it. Somebody needs to go talk to that man and let him know. I'm going to tell him. I'm fucking done.
Being from Miami, I don't know how to feel about Cubans being in their find out era. Because they took over Miami, and it was to the point where you couldn't even find a job unless you spoke Spanish. And even if you spoke Spanish and you wasn't Cuban, you wasn't getting that job. And I give them a lot of credit, because before their family or friends would leave Cuba, they would already have a job, a car, and a place to stay by the time they reached Miami. Like, they really set up their people very, very well. They even had a wet foot, dry foot policy. Where they messed up at was thinking that they thought becoming a Republican was going to make them tur. And the whole time they're speaking Spanish. And a majority of them didn't even bother to learn English, but yet they thought they were. And my main question is, what is the difference between Fidel Castro and 45? Until then, yo voy a votar azúcar, azúcar.
Laura Garcia said she and her husband arrived from Cuba 4 days ago and are seeking asylum. He went into the immigration office, but after several hours, there was no sign of him.
He just came in and snatched her.
This man said his wife from Venezuela was taken into custody during a raid in the Miami neighborhood of Brownsville over the weekend, and that 2 construction workers were also rounded up.
I like Donald Trump. I think so he's doing wrong. Because you know, fix the problem, just isolate the people.
Beyond betrayed. They used us.
They sang for him. They marched for him. They wore the red hat and wrapped themselves in the flag. But today they are holding back tears at immigration court. Welcome back to Echo Room Vibes, the space where reality doesn't need rewriting because the stitches already did that for us. Let's talk about Florida, land of sunshine, palm trees, and ice vans moving like clockwork. Just before we continue, we appreciate your love towards this channel, so let's quickly dive into the rest of the video and we will be back for more commentary.
Cuban-American woman from Miami here. Actually, I'm from Hialeah. That's real deep. If you know, you know. I'm from Hialeah. I'm originally a Hialeah girl. I am from South Florida. I grew up in a Cuban community. My mom's Cuban. I'm ashamed, and I just want to tell the world I'm sorry. Not all of us Cubans are like that. Some of us do have empathy. Some of us do feel solidarity with the rest of the Latino community that's going through it. Some of us knew this was what was going to happen and tried to warn our friends and family. I have to explain to you why it's so different in South Florida. the Cubans there live in this bubble where they're the majority and they think that they're white, and they live in a certain bubble of privilege where they don't see discrimination directed towards them because they're the majority. But I promise you, to those Cubans that haven't really left South Florida, just drive a couple hours north and you're going to realize you're not white. You're not white. You're never going to be white enough for them. You know, so I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of your votes. I'm ashamed of those stupid fucking videos I see you posting. You're embarrassing yourselves because, you know, I see those three Doritos later videos and I can't help but fucking laugh. Sometimes I feel bad. I feel bad because the person getting deported didn't vote for shit. But, you know, I have family members that are getting deported. And I have family members that voted for this fucking shit. You know, and I'm never going to share a table with them because now you want to feel sorry and now you want to feel bad. Now you see the consequences of your action where our own fucking family's getting deported. You know, it's too little too late. Too little too late. I see some of you crying on these videos saying how you regret your vote. I wish you had like thought about it before. But these are the consequences. This is what happens when you don't give a fuck about your other fellow humans. Karma's going to get right back at you. So again, this is an apology video to the rest of the Latino community. Please know, not all of us Cubans from Miami are like that. I'm not. Thanks, and I hope you all have as good a weekend. I mean, as good a week as you can have. Weekend. I wish it was the weekend in the beginning of the week. But anyway, I wish you all a good week. And know that not all of us are like that. Not all of us are pieces of shit. Thanks.
My father owned a business. He's a father of 4. I go to college. My father pays his taxes. He doesn't commit any crimes. And what doesn't make sense to me is that the officer had the chance to use her discretion in a favorable way, and she didn't. And we don't understand the reasoning why, when the only thing separating him from being an American and from being, you know, a hardworking person is just his status.
There's a fantastic video of Cubans celebrating Donald Trump. Oh, yeah. Have you seen it? They have the MAGA hats, and they're playing the congas. It's like...
I will vote for Donald Trump.
Fucking... Donald Trump es mi favorito. Donald Trump es mi favorito. Donald Trump. ¡Huepa, huepa, hey! Donald Trump es mi favorito. Mi favorito presidente número 1. ¡Huepa! I'm telling you, it's fantastic. A couple days ago, they're like, what's wrong with that? Leave me alone! I can't believe this shit!
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
But I love you, Donald Trump! He's like, buenos dias. Muy malo. A cucaracha, cucaracha. I'm so sorry, so sorry. Muy malo. Adios, amigos. Buenos tardes. Goodbye. Anything with an O is Spanish. We're taking it away. Potato, tomato, I don't give a shit. It's all Spanish. How can you do this to us, Donald Trump? We have a party. Please. I laughed for 20 minutes.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote. Raise your hands, come on. For Donald Trump.
Florida will be the downfall of Latinos and Hispanics every time. Florida is what I will vote for Donald Trump. Florida is the home of I will vote for Donald Trump. That's where they live. Vote where I was at for Donald Trump. The Florida Hispanics had a hit with that one. Y'all trash. Y'all trash. Trump trash. His wig is trash. All y'all are garbage, okay? Y'all gonna be the downfall of the Latinos every motherfucking time. Florida Latinos, Hispanics from Florida. You cannot tell them that they are not Caucasian. Like, it's really just ridiculous.
Welcome back, fam. A viral stitch this week showed a Cuban man, once proudly Cubans for Trump, now pacing outside the Chrome ICE detention center near Miami. His brother was taken during a sweep. No warning, no knock, just gone. And the irony, the man had once posted a now-deleted Facebook video thanking Trump for cleaning up the country. Oh, it's getting real. One stitch summed it up perfectly. They didn't think the law applied to them. They thought build the wall meant everyone else. This isn't satire. It's what we call a full circle moment, the FAFO economy in action. Let's rewind. These weren't just Trump voters. These were Cuban Americans, many of whom proudly declared their support on camera, in parades, on TikTok, in WhatsApp groups. Some even believed Trump's immigration enforcement would target only the bad hombres. But as One Stitch hilariously put it, ICE doesn't carry a vibes meter, they carry a warrant. A woman believed to be Cuban American cried in Spanish, clutching an envelope from ICE with her husband's removal date. She says through tears, "We voted for him. We trusted him. This wasn't supposed to happen to us." The top comment? "Ma'am, you weren't invited to the exception list." Ouch. Now, let's not pretend all Cuban Americans are surprised. Some stitches showed folks celebrating the arrests, claiming those being deported are undocumented and deserved it. But even there, fractures are showing, because suddenly, everyone's cousin or uncle has some paperwork issue. Suddenly, that their illegal, not us energy is looking shaky. The latest data from ICE raids in Florida confirms it. Cuban nationals are now among the top targeted groups for removal, especially those with lapsed parole or asylum claims. And let's talk numbers. According to stitches referencing local immigration attorneys, deportations of Cuban nationals from Florida have surged over 22% in just the last quarter. And don't get it twisted. These aren't just people at the border. These are folks with families, jobs, mortgages, MAGA bumper stickers. One brilliant originator said it best. They didn't realize they were only allies when convenient. Now they're liabilities with paperwork. And that, my friends, is where the betrayal hits hardest. Trump didn't forget about you. He just reclassified you. Even more irony, some of these now disillusioned Cubans are still trying to defend Trump. One viral stitch showed a man yelling, "This is Biden's ICE," while standing under a Trump 2024 Save America banner. Here's the kicker. Trump's campaign hasn't said a word. Not one tweet, not one thread, not one thoughts and prayers, just silence and ICE vans. Meanwhile, Latino and Black communities are watching, some with empathy, some with crossed arms. As One Stitch by a Black woman in Georgia put it, "Now y'all see how it feels to be disposable in a system you thought you could manipulate." Another said, "Allies are made in pain. Welcome to the process." But let's be clear. This isn't about dunking on a community. This is about the danger of transactional politics, of thinking you can vote your way into safety while others are pushed out. As we say in Echo Room Vibes, if you're surprised, you weren't paying attention. Shout out to the originators and all the powerful stitches behind this story. You captured the pain, the irony, and the complexity of what it means to chase protection under a system built on exclusion. And if you're watching until now, drop a loop emoji in the comments, because this story keeps repeating. To our new subscribers, welcome. To our loyal ones, you already knew. Echo Room Vibes, where the stitches tell the truth even when the truth makes you flinch.